I made notes.
You made notes?
I made notes!
I think it's the first time.
I'm sure it's the first time.
And I'm kind of going to keep an eye on the time.
Okay.
Because last 2 times we did this, I had an hour and 20 minutes worth of materials.
Well,
you're welcome.
Yeah, exactly.
I want more like 40 minutes.
Suggested that we meet under a disused Yeti by the river.
Disused Yeti?
Podcasts do that sort of thing, though, right?
Most of the podcasts are not on video.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No,
surprising. It is really surprising.
They're audio.
Yeah.
Podcast is an audio thing.
Yeah.
It is kind of surprising.
Occasionally you see ones that do like a video thing too.
Yeah, but it's not often.
What do you call it? A video cast?
A vodcast.
A vodcast.
Really? Is that a word?
Vodcast.
Huh.
Well, it's a word as much as any internet term.
Watch, you're gonna do it. I was gonna say, watch, you're gonna do the introduction. She's gonna jump up, but because that's what she clearly wants to do. She was like, clearly wants to jump up here.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh, podcasts.
Podcasts. Ooh, that's good.
Yes.
That's
How
good.
has that not happened yet?
I bet you it has.
The original Doctor, he did 5 seasons, right?
No, he did 3 and
yeah.
a couple of serials.
Okay.
Season 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5. 5 did more.
No.
4.
5 did 3. 4 did 7.
4 did 7.
And
oh,
3
did 5.
Yeah.
All the others just did 3 seasons?
I love people who don't watch Doctor Who and think that Doctor Who fans just yell numbers at each other.
Yeah. She's like, what's he doing, Warren? What's happening? Poor baby. She's like, what's happening?
This is what Mike had to do all day.
She's like, this is the price for my wanting love from people.
It abuses me.
So anyway.
I can't remember her real name. Amy Pond.
Did we talk about this on the podcast? Her extremely frightening little.
We mentioned it, but
film.
I hadn't seen it yet.
This is the one where she's at a convention. She's a former scream queen, like of
horror movie.
Yeah, of like a bad a set of films, like B horror films, and it just gets so ugly.
She basically just goes crazy.
Yeah, she basically goes crazy, and it's a horror film in the real respect of it's really a horror film. It's really horrendous.
I think there was another horror movie she did, something to do with like a.
Well, she did an actual movie.
Yeah, which was bad.
Well, I never saw it, but it was her in Starbuck.
Yeah,
which is why I was aware of it.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't remember her being in that.
She's, I think, the main.
Yeah.
Been two are the two main characters.
All right, I'm gonna have to look at that again. But yeah, that was seriously. It was acted by her, directed by her, written by her. The whole 9 yards. It was really freaking impressive.
I'd like to see her like actually do behind the scenes stuff. I think that would be really
she's
cool.
obviously extremely talented.
Yeah. Like,
wasn't he himself a fan?
Yeah, there is a fan letter that's gone around that he wrote as a child.
Yes,
oh my God.
to the BBC saying that
to
he
the
wanted
5th Doctor, right?
be...
No kidding,
Oh,
really?
I don't know about this one.
I thought he wrote one to like the 5th Doctor.
Because I know he wrote to the BBC asking if he could be in some official capacity part of their fan thing.
No
because
shit.
they had
Maybe it's the same thing.
Like as an adult.
No, as a kid.
As an older kid.
As an older kid. Okay.
Yeah, I thought there was one where he was like 10 or something, and he wrote a fan letter. Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe I'm just crazy.
That's actually really cool if that's the case.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool. I knew that was sort of the case. I remember seeing. I want to say it was like the very first reading. Like they showed us them doing the very first reading, him as the Doctor, and he just had this giant smile on his face, and he was just so excited to even be there.
Yeah.
It was like, that's awesome. That is so cool. Yeah. First Baker. By the time he finished, didn't he have like 5 companions? Or maybe that was Pertwee.
That was during the...
Maybe that was Pertwee.
Well, Pertwee always had the unit people.
Right.
But really what happened was 4 was leaving, because 5 had the revolving door policy where it's just like, come on in, sort of thing.
Right.
So, I think that it was sort of leading into that, because Romana had just left, and she took K9 with her. But we kind of got Nyssa and Adric and Tegan all kind of at the same time.
Right, you're right.
So, it was just... by the end, I don't know who to say the companion was at the end.
Right. There was such a
Nissa
large
would show
group.
up and go away, and Adric would show up and go away, and I didn't know at what point they were properly on the tortoise.
I personally liked when Adric went away, but
yeah. But that was definitely, we were with 5 by that time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Season 7 is bad, and everyone knows it, and it was because they were all gearing up for the 50th anniversary. So I think the show kind of started falling apart.
Yeah.
And yes, that would make sense. And I think part of it was because was a companion thing, because he was used to having Karen and Arthur, and then they were gone, and it was hard for him to readjust.
Right. Right.
So, and not because he doesn't like Jenna Coleman, because I honestly think he does, but it was just not the show he had been doing.
Yeah. Right now, Marvel Comics sales suck. I mean, they're just horrible. And it's mainly because Marvel just doesn't have any idea what to do. They just don't have any idea what to do. And basically what they're doing is they've announced, they didn't really announce it, Jesus. They didn't really announce it. It got leaked that by fall, everything will be back to normal.
What does that mean?
We don't know exactly.
It means Tony Stark will be Iron Man again, Steve Rogers will be Cap.
Exactly, yeah.
Thor will be Thor.
Exactly, yeah. Very, very likely. Very likely that's what all of that means.
They're going to go back to status quo.
And the point of it is it was announced.
Why does that not make me happy?
It was announced
because they're doing awesome things like Jane Thor and...
They are, but there are some really bad stuff that they're doing as well.
And that's the thing.
There's a lot of bad stuff.
Throwing everything out.
I don't think they're throwing everything out.
No.
But my point on this was, we're talking about fall. It's February. We're talking about the fall.
Yeah.
And
we still have to sit through their next big event.
And I think this is what this is. I think this is probably similar to what happens in the BBC.
Every time you bring them back, with the exception, I don't think it's a problem with anniversary episodes.
No, that's fine.
But I was even kind of weird about them bringing 11 back in Deep Breath. I was sort of like, did we need to do this? When he has the phone conversation?
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like it's almost a stronger thing if you just, the character dies, you sever that.
Right.
And that's it. Otherwise, it's a little less so every time.
Yes. Yeah. Idris Elba is, I think, at that point. I think he's
everybody's been tossing that name around. I would like to see that. I would love to see him do something different. I will see Idris Elba in anything. I would literally watch a movie of just him for 2 hours eating a sandwich and picking his nose.
Okay, but I want to point this out. He is my boyfriend, not yours. All right?
No,
if I turn for any man, it's going to be that man.
No, I've already called that. He's my man crush.
No, man, no. I bet you like shorter guys anyway. You're too tall for him.
Hey, I got this beautiful beard. Okay.
I keep hearing things that Idris Elba is a big fat asshole.
Don't talk bad about Idris Elba.
I'm sorry, but I've heard this. I've heard it's from several different sources that he's kind of an asshole. And that Chiweedle. That's true. Yes, that's true.
I don't have to work with him.
But Chiweedle Ejiofor is supposed to be like a really, really super nice guy. Very much like, I don't know if he's necessarily a fan, but he's just a super good guy. Okay. You know what I mean? So I would totally love to see him as the Doctor. I think that's definitely different. Hello. Didn't need to do that. Sorry.
Oh, Warren! That is horrible gay porn!
Shut up. There's a lot of things I need to get to. I'm just getting through Oz. Come on. Talk about gay porn. Jesus Christ.
I don't want to talk about it.
The reason I like him actually...
It's tough to get through. Dwayne Benzie. Is that Dwayne Benzie from Spaced?
Is he in Space?
No.
Am I thinking somebody else?
Which one's Dwayne Benzie?
From Spaced. I just remember...
No, that's Peter Serafinowicz or whatever, however you say his name. The tick.
Okay, alright. The tick.
Oh, yeah.
The newest tick.
Oh, yeah, you're thinking of the roommate. Actually, he's really good.
Is he really?
Did you see the pilot?
No.
It's actually, when I heard he was going to do it, I'm like, what? Why the fuck? And then I watched him, like, holy shit, he's great.
He's good. Huh.
He's fantastic.
Yeah. Is that they've got a whole season now, or what?
They're making it.
They got
okay.
They got great.
So there's a pilot, and
Yeah, because that's how Amazon does it. They put a bunch of pilots up and whatever.
Whatever works.
Okay. Ben Edlund's behind it also.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
And what's weird is Patrick Warburton's a producer on it.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Yeah, which is like, why isn't he just playing the role again?
Yeah,
because he was fantastic, but
fun.
I was very surprised at how much I liked him.
That is such a strange property.
Yeah,
that is such a strange property.
That's why it works. We just need strange at this point.
Yeah. When they were gonna make the movie in the 90s before it turned into the TV movie, they were going to do a huge big budget movie. Spielberg was in talks to direct it. Okay. They were talking about Tom Hanks. And think of Tom Hanks in the early mid 90s.
Yeah,
right now. Wow, that's different.
Yeah,
that's really different.
Would
he have done a British accent?
I don't think so.
No,
because I think
they figure it's got to be. Yeah. It's got to be Fox.
And apparently the reason Spielberg dropped out was because the opening scene had the Doctor in a temple and a giant boulder chasing him. And he went, I'm not doing that again. No. Yeah, the script he was given, he read that and went, no.
Who would actually write that? What?
This is all stuff I've read on the internet, so I don't know how much of it's real.
Yeah.
But
God, who would write that in a script? What an idiot!
Yeah. Jesus. Well, obviously, when they heard Spielberg, they're like, "Oh, this would be a funny gag."
Yeah. Oh,
that's the exact reason you shouldn't.
Exactly. That's why you don't do it. Yeah.
I'm still alive.
Yeah. See,
I haven't died.
See. I have a cold though, so I make no guarantees.
You might not be here next
week. Yeah, I may not be. It's very sad. Is the new showrunner going to write some of that? He is going to write some of that, right?
What, the new season?
Yeah, the new season.
I don't think he's on that.
I don't think he would have time.
We do have, for the first time ever, a classic Doctor Who writer who's going to be writing.
Who?
I can't remember her name, but she wrote the last ever serial of the classic series, Survival.
Okay.
Isn't that she? Oh no! No!
I don't know. The cat has this look of terror on her face.
Of course, because she heard about the cheetah episodes.
Screaming like
she recognizes those set of episodes. Oh, those are so terrible.
I don't think that they're as bad as you do, clearly.
Oh, wow.
And I actually really liked the ending, and they didn't know that it was going to be the ending, and it was kind of a great way to leave off. Because it was the Clarnies who got work to do speech.
All I can think of is Ace running around the playground. running from a cheetah person by going under the swings and shit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God, that was terrible.
I thought it was funny.
Wanted to claw my eyes out.
That's not the fault of the writing.
We need a lightning round. We should have to finish off the show. We should have a lightning round of something.
Like questions?
I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Like, what century would you like to be in with the Doctor, Ken? Go!
I wouldn't mind going to the 70s or 80s. Go see Iron Maiden on their first show with the Doctor.
I would do something I would do like a concert or something. Yeah, that'd be actually kind of funny.
And I'd pick 9.
Woodstock.
There you go.
Yeah. Woodstock.
With which Doctor?
Probably 4. Not a witch doctor. Pump! Damn, I'm good.
I think we should end on that.
Disused Yeti?